into their spacesuits. They're being helped into their boots at the moment.
Turn on the no cameras as continue reading.
Reach up and turn on. Reach up and turn on the camera.
The crew access arm will be retracted just seconds from now and has started to move.
Shuttle, this is calm. You are go for launch.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine ignition. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have solid motor ignition and liftoff.
Grand fast, liftoff. We have liftoff. 26 seconds, roll maneuver completed.
30 seconds.
Campers are divided into teams named for the sun and the planets. They practice all week long for their mock space shuttle flight. Just like real mission control specialists, they have to solve unexpected problems quickly.
Shuttle, we have a contamination in pallet A, section 7 and section 9.
Each team is graded on how they handle the emergency. Mistakes are costly. Delaying a decision just 4 seconds might bring your team's astronaut home upside down. The camp is in the middle of the Alabama Space and Rocket Center, where a collection of missiles and spaceships let campers follow the historic footsteps of previous astronauts and space scientists. Only 10% of the space campers are girls. One team, Pluto, time women became astronauts.
I like the idea of women going up in space.
They'd have a little more companionship, and they'd have maybe a little more fun up in space.
They could be real helpful. And us being chemists and physicists and doctors and nurses.
The participants in Space Camp go through much of the training that the astronauts are exposed to in the shuttle program. For example, we have a zero-gravity simulator, a device that lets them feel what it's like as if they're floating in space. We have a centrifuge experience also that allows them to feel 3 Gs, which is about the force that the shuttle astronauts experience at liftoff. One of the other experiences that we have available to the youngsters is what's called the robotics experience, which is nothing more than a mechanical arm, and it's much like the arm the astronauts have on board shuttle.
And on the lunch pad, astronaut hopeful samples space food, somewhat reluctantly.
You want my back?
Campers get to see real astronauts train underwater in simulated weightlessness. Then, to complete the experience, they test Skylab equipment in a pool and find it's not easy to keep your feet on the ground and work in zero gravity.
5, 4, 3.
These are cricket knots. Specially chosen crickets put through rigorous training for their maiden voyage in space. The rocket engineers and flight directors here discover the joys of success or the disappointment of failure. Looks like more fun than making lariats and paddling canoes to me.
And they're youngsters, and if you really want to feel old, try this one on precise. 13 years ago today, Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon.
They weren't even born yet.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll go to a camp for adventuresome kids who want to live like Indians. We'll be back in a moment with